Okay. So who am I? My name is Ryan Chan. I was born on December 13th, 1992. I believe at Woodlands Hospital in Guyana, Georgetown. I think it's Georgetown. I would then grow in Guyana up to the age of 15 years old. Then I would migrate to America. I would then live in America for 9 years before visiting back my home country of Guyana. I'm currently 27 years old, and I currently live in America still. No, the reason I'm making this video and introducing myself is because Guyana has robbed me. When I was 9 years old, my father was murdered. Not in Guyana. He was murdered in Trinidad. However, my father being a Guyanese man, as the story would go, but there's multiple stories, is that he was a part of some robbery and the individuals caught up to he and murdered him, among other things, but you know, he got murdered in it. So because I was 15 years old when I left Guyana, and now I'm 27 years old. I've been in America for 12 years. This year on the November 11th, I believe, is when we came to the country. It will be 13 years, my favorite number. So Guyana owes me. Guyana owes me a father, and because now I'm an adult, I can see the difference and the importance of having a father in your life in terms of your development, etc., etc., etc. And how can Guyana repay the debt to me? And I'll explain everything, and if there's any questions, I'll gladly answer any questions as well. So how can Guyana repay that debt to me of robbing me of my father when I was 9 years old? I want to rob many other Guyanese citizens of their future. Same way y'all robbed me of my father being in my life. So by taking away something positive from me, I want to take away something negative from y'all. Meaning, the people, especially young people of Guyana, they have bleak, bland future ahead of them. I want to rob them of the bland future so that, like my father, they wouldn't have to turn to crime, and they could have many other economic opportunities as a result. Okay. So how I'll go about doing this is helping one Guyanese at a time with a budget of $1 million Guyanese currency, and with the help of a skilled team in terms of how to best prepare this individual for a bright future. Also, how to best spend this money to help this one individual make around $200,000 a month at least. Now, if the money is spent, the budget is passed, and the individual still isn't making that $200,000 a month, now that will be looked at as a kickstart for that one individual. More than $1 million will not be spent on any one individual. So, because Guyana robbed me of my father being in my life when I was 9 years old, I am robbing Guyanese citizens, especially the young one, of their bad future. Bad future meaning a future with not a lot of economic opportunities. And reason being, and why I say robbing Guyana and why I say Guyana robbed me, is because now I'm in America, and a lot of my peers in America, you know what we're talking about? We're talking about houses, cars, you know, the financial freedom. Not to say Guyanese people aren't ambitious and aren't doing these things and renting properties and things like that. There's many things I do not know, but I don't want to call him because this person is still alive. But I know two persons that in Guyana that was prone to crime, snatching and things like that, you know, and do even more bad crime, more in your face crime, that type of stuff, and they're both doing well in America. So any Guyanese, explain that to me. And for that reason, Guyana robbed me of my father, and I'm going to rob them of a bad future for the people one by one. And it's going to compound because everybody that I assist with my organization, in return I'm going to be asking that said individual if they can help with 10% of whatever money they make for the rest of their life or for however long. So, and then the 10% would generate, so it will go to the new $1 million for the next person. Because I open to touch as many guys. I'm 27 years old and do this for the rest of my life. I'm going to be given 10% of my income, not gross. 10% of my income after all mandatory for survival expenses. So 10% of that will be going to my organization for the rest of my life. When my father was killed, it was me and my two brothers with my mother. Now, both of my brothers are doing good, thank you God. My mother is doing good, thank you God. My father should have been alive, and I still see a lot of citizens in Guyana turn into crime. You know what I mean? So we need jobs, we need opportunities, and I tired of pointing the finger. I pointing the finger at myself now. This is where I take a stand and get what is owed to me. Because a lot of my friends turn to crime as well. Some of them in jail. One of them in jail, he's messaging me almost every day, right from Camp Street. And the man killed, he break into one of my other friend's house. Not my friend, but it's my friend, brother-in-law. Robbie shoot and kill the man. So all I'm saying, and you getting people like politicians in Guyana who are supposed to be caring, not to say they don't care, but It seems as if that man filling the pocket, filling the ego, without understanding that the guy serve people and tilt it as much so that these people get hope and jobs, right? Jobs, and you know there must be pathways for people to become the greatest self, right? And financial freedom and all those things. So I sure it's hard. If any politician end up seeing this video, I sure y'all can have, you know, I sure a lot of y'all will be in your mind, y'all can say y'all try y'all best. And y'all just didn't know what to do, and you know, and I understand, you know, the youth these days will be complicated and you know, and things like that, but the only reason I'm making this video because this is my organization, this is what I'm doing, and I hope to get a donation from you because listen, this is where all the Guyana takes a stand. This is where we say no to crime, and this is where we fight back for the country. Because the way things are being done is not, we could do better. Without blaming anybody. Me blaming nobody. I blame all of you, actually. All of y'all. Everybody. All Guyanese in Guyana and abroad. All of you get a part to play. When any young person commits a crime in Guyana, all of you get a part to play. Now technically I know that's not true, because a lot of y'all are not committing crime. A lot of y'all just going about y'all business, working for wherever y'all gotta work for, doing right by your family, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, and you know, making your heights and doing what you gotta do. Whereas some people want fast money, and I understand, and that man will be committing crime, right? But I don't think anybody is inherently bad, except for the really bad ones, right? I mean, but the crimes that these people committing and things like that, for get money for feed the family and feed themselves, whether they're too lazy if you go and work for a minimum wage job because they get qualification, or the family ain't getting money to send them to school for getting qualification, whatever the case is, I don't know. But I know the world changing. I know the things that I know what I need to do, I know my role, and I know what was taken from me, which is my father and the father for my two brothers. I know how we was raised. I know how our future was threatened as a result of just being raised with a mother. And I'm thankful for the position in life I am now. Yes, last year I made $57,000 in America. This year I'm hoping to double it, cause I want some OG type thing. And $57,000 is not a lot of money, but it is a lot of money. It depends on who you're asking, but it's not no big scene money. But coming from where I come from, there's a lot of money. It's probably my best year since I've been in America, maybe. But either way, I'm hoping to double it, and like double it for the next freaking 10 years. And I'm hoping to put the whole of Guyana on my back, because I'm a proud Guyanese. I love my people, and even the ones that society was labeled as bad, I love all of them, because all of them they wasn't given I'm not gonna say what it was again, but there's more. As a society, as a government, as citizens of Guyana, there's more that we can do to help out each other. Now, that's all. So I can give more information about my organization and everything. But yeah, I'm hoping to get a donation from you, man. If the robbery that recently happened with them 3 men that break into them Bel Air people home, sorry that, you know what I mean, y'all had to go through something so traumatic. I'm in no way affiliated with the robbery people, but the 3 robbery person as well, they also were shorted by society. They get robbed before they even go into them people home, right? But when remember now, everybody limited by their mindset, right? So now you going about your business, you make 100,000 a month, or you make 200,000 a month, 3 million, whatever you make a month does you, right? Everybody limited by the mindset. If somebody knew how to do and they had the qualifications or whatever to make the money, they would go about doing it. But them true man does probably the best that them true man can do in terms of their mind. And then a man decide to break the house. And I'm not justifying it or not labeling it as right or wrong, but it happened. They did break the house. The family went through the traumatic thing. It happened and now they get catch. I believe they get catch. Alright? But this is a system of things that's been happening for generations. My uncle was talking to me a while back, and the man was telling me about how things was in Albaistan in his time. And it was the same thing like in my time. This man is like 50 years me senior. Same thing with his time, same thing my time. How that is possible? How that is possible? Clearly is people like you and I, generations and generations, refusing to take responsibility for who is to be blamed for the constant crime in Guyana. Whereas I, a 27-year-old Guyanese who is living in America, see that two of my criminal peers in Guyana come to America and are two well-respected individuals, hard-working, well-respected individuals. No, when I talk hard-working, one of those individuals in the Navy. And anyways, I want to, because people can know what I'm talking about. They don't want to put nobody on blast. But this man, really well respected. The other one is a manager at JFK Airport, well respected as well. Two OGs when it comes to, both of them are married, or one was married and now you know what I mean? But the point is still the same. Somebody needs to take responsibility for the crime in Guyana, and I believe all of us need to take responsibility. I believe all of us should send a donation to my charity. And let me help one Guyanese at a time with $1 million budget. And we're going to help them one at a time to make $200,000 a month. Some of them we might even help to become doctors, as you know what I mean, as we help more people at first. Though, we can see how it's going, but and to be honest, I's probably not your friend. If you're looking at this, I's probably not your friend, because I can just be honest, right? I'm very close to God. I'm very connected with my purpose, and those are my priorities first. I'm good. I love everybody. I'm biased towards Guyanese. I love Guyanese. I love everybody the same, but Guyana robbed me, and so I got robbed by Guyana of the bad future for a lot of these young people. I want to take that away from them. To be honest, it's not like I like them or nothing like this. It's just you know what I mean. It was painful growing without my father, so a lot of them in position where they can have to grow without their children. So if anything, you know what I mean, I help out the child. Not a big scene though. And with me money doubling every year, hopefully, God willing, because I'm a hard working man and I'm planning on investing a lot of money, time, effort and energy into myself, and I'm highly empowered. I probably could do this on my own in a strategic way. However, time, right? Time is the biggest obstacle. And how I would love to help, you know what I mean, even some at-risk Guyanese. So some Guyanese I know right now who are at risk, and one of them is just seeing like this man in a bunch of bad stuff. He's only 18 years old. My brother, I mean, one of the other person who was involved in crime and now no longer involved in crime and things like that, I was asking the person what did it for them, what's the best thing I could do for this young man in Guyana. And the man tell me the best thing you could do is to take you out to Guyana. That's what the man tell me. So I don't know, seems like nobody, you know, but this is what I'm working with.